Ghetto baby, I seen pistol play. And K's airing like when white bitches don't get their way. Pull up with that whip appeal, look like baby face. Guerrilla warfare, what a motherfucker bathing age. Never falling off, I live my life on the edge. Telling lies on the real, they don't believe what you're saying. I ain't never complained, I ain't never was scared. Look here, bitch, it ain't no buts about my last piece of bread. Camoed out, grew up on them niggas from the know you. Funny how they lose themselves when they can't control you. Here's a 50 slab, cause the game is out of order. Make me kill a nigga career just to meet my quota. Hold up, none you rap niggas want it. I got remnants of Biggie, I was never Lil Homie. I'm so genuine with her, she let me ride on that pony. Don't need your flowers, I grow them. Got the game in the coma. Nigga, this the big dog, I ain't bowing to no one.
Man, what's up with it, family? What's up with it? What's up with it? What's up with it? Salute to my sister, Killer Cam, a.k.a. I'm going to start calling you Keys. Convos with Cam. Convos and Keys with Cam, a.k.a. Killer Keys. That's why I'm going to start calling you Killer Keys. What's up to my sister, Cam? What's going on with you? I hope all is well, love. Salute to the family, though. Thank y'all so much for taking the time to tune in, man. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate y'all. Man, if I had a million tongues, I couldn't tell it all, man. Y'all know exactly what it is with me. Same soup, just same soup reheated. Same soup reheated. I'm actually a little tardy to the party, so my apologies for my tardiness. And I tapped in. I got a whole lot of moving parts, man. I'm moving around. That's the best I could tell you. I'm moving around, man. I'm in constant, perpetual motion in my Kurt Sugar voice, man. Rest in peace to the legend, Kurt Sugar. You can hear me in the background now. It's constant, perpetual motion, rhythmic, and constant and perpetual, like I am. Man, I'm moving and grooving. And I realized today, y'all, like I literally marched to the beat of my own drum. It wasn't today. It wasn't today. It was a couple of days ago. I really kind of stopped and looked at it for myself. My people say I'm wayward. Use the word wayward to describe me, but I've been like literally marching to the beat of my own drum, as long as I could remember. And the thing is, this is the funny thing, Cam. I can't think of a better beat. I can't think of a better drum to march to. You feel me? Like I've been marching to the beat of my own drum, and I really truly can't think of a better beat to march to than the beat of my own drum. I can't think of it at all. I've tried, but it just don't work. It don't work for me. So I march to the beat of my own drum, man. And my life is in constant, rhythmic, perpetual motion. But I'll say this: I have never been this close to walking in my purpose in my life, man. So I'm thankful for that. And I'm thankful for you, man. I'm thankful for this platform. I'm thankful for this thing of ours. So hopefully you all can hear me. I ain't even think to check to make sure that y'all can hear me. This is something kind of new for me and different. What's up, Lala D? I see my sister Lala D in the building. Convos and Keys with convos and with Killer Keys or Killer Cam Keys. I don't know what to call her. Just said smash the like button. We moving. Lala D said, I'm thankful for you as well, girl. You making me blush. Thank you. I appreciate you, Lala D. I really, truly do. I'm going to say this, man. So this weekend, I think the sport of boxing got it wrong, man. I think that we got it wrong. I really, truly do. I think top to bottom, the sport of boxing got it wrong. And I think that this has to be a learning experience. This has to be an LE, but this has to be an opportunity for us to correct and get better. Salute to my sister Thrive and Glow with Joe in the building. What's up with you, Joe? How come all the women in here? Where the men folk? I feel like y'all trying to trap me. Y'all trying, there we go. What's up with it, Big Joe? There go my player partner from the Bay. Come on, bro. Big Joe, what's up with it, man? All these women in here surrounding me, man. Got me scared. Got me scared. Thriving glow with Joe. But I think we got it wrong this time, man. I really truly do. I think the sport of boxing, top to bottom. I think we had one job this weekend, and I think we got it wrong. I think we missed the mark. I think we missed the envelope, and we totally dropped the ball with Cecilia Brækhus, man. Um, I think that the powers that be in the sport dropped the ball. I think the fans dropped the ball. I think the boxing pundits dropped the ball. I just think that just top to bottom, I believe that we dropped the ball. Yeah. I think we dropped the ball. And so it makes me feel some kind of way, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. It makes me feel some kind of way that Cecilia Brækhus did not get her flowers that she deserved, like her so deserved flowers. She did not get them in her final fight, in her final hoorah, in which she actually went out. Like she went out in a fashion that is undescribable. It's like it's almost like it's almost like a movie. It's almost like a movie. She went out like a movie. You know what I mean? And it's just very unfortunate. And so I was looking at it and I'm just like, maybe, just maybe I need to do my part. And shout out to my brother Stormy B, man. I saw Stormy talking about it, of course, this yesterday. And I'm let's see. And I was setting myself to talk about it as well, because I think this woman did not get her just due. You know what I'm saying? I think this sister girl did not get her just due. I don't think she got her just due on Saturday for her fight. And I don't think she got her just due from the sport of boxing overall. And a lot of people who are going to watch this and catch this, you have absolutely no idea who Cecilia Brækhus is. And those of y'all who know who she is, I don't think you know who she really is. Salute to my brother Mahar Nation Sports Podcast. I see you, bro. I don't think y'all know who she really is and who she actually is, man. And so yeah, that's an issue for me. Hold on, let me cam up for a second and show my face just to say I did it. I think I'll be ducking the camera. I don't want y'all thinking I'm ducking the camera. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna show my face, and then I'm gonna put Cecilia Brækhus back up there with her fine self. But once again, man, welcome to the Punch Junkie Podcast, man. Salute to you. Of course, this is the last place in the world for real fans of the sweet science. So salute to everybody that shows love to the Punch Junkie brand. Y'all be sure to follow me everywhere. I am DJ host JuniorTheTruth. You can follow me everywhere via social media. I can be found with the handle JuniorTheTruth, JuniorTheTruth, and that's over all the social media platforms, each and every one. If you're really looking for me, man, y'all can catch me over at the Hub. The Punch Junkie site is under construction right now. It's under heavy construction, so y'all can just relax. You know what I mean? Just relax. You feel me? And it'll be back up better than ever shortly. But salute to the family, though. Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all. Man, we come in here every day and we talk a lot of boxing. We have all these different renditions of boxing talk. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of different people that say a lot of different things with regard to the sport of boxing, and we have a lot of different varying levels of boxing talk, right? But I don't think Cecilia Brækhus got enough airtime this past week, especially for her coming out for her farewell fight. And not only was it her farewell fight, but it was also for to become a unified champion at the 154-pound division, at the super welterweight division. And she went out bussing. She went out fighting Emma Kozin. Kozin, who we've seen before. We saw Emma Kozin in her fight versus Clarissa Shields back in, when they fight, 2021, I think it was, maybe 2000 and let me see. Yeah, 2022. It's February 2022. That was a fight she lost by unanimous decision, and then she's gone on a tear since then, putting up, 3 straight wins, one over Hannah Rankin, from back in, when was that? That was 2023. And so she came to fight Cecilia Brækhus for, the WBC and the WBO super welterweight titles, and Cecilia Brækhus beat her unanimous decision, and she went out at the tender age of, what is she? She's 38, 39. Hold on, let me see when Cecilia Brækhus was born, so I don't want to misinform y'all. They have her birth date on here. No, just her career. She's 44. Cecilia is 44 years old. She is 44. 5'7.5" with a 67-inch arm reach. Her record is 39-2 with 1 draw. She has 9 victories coming by way of knockout. Her 2 standing losses came to Jessica McCaskill, and those were for the undisputed titles at 147 pounds. She lost to Jessica McCaskill back-to-back. That was in August of 2000, and then March of 2021. And then she also fought versus Terry Harper to a majority draw, and that was back in 2023. But she has been, Cecilia Brækhus has really been her, so much in fact that those of y'all who remember, and those of y'all who have been around the sport, you remember when Pittsburgh Big Dog, what's up with your homie? MJ's Total Health and Wellness, what's up with your homie? You remember when Clarissa Shields first she started her career, of course, and she started getting it rolling, and then she had coined herself the GOAT, the greatest woman of all time, right? And so there was a lot of pushback. Like, there was a lot of pushback and a lot of arguing, a lot of going back and forth, myself included. You know what I mean? Because I was definitely ready to acknowledge Clarissa Shields as the greatest of all time, merely because of her Olympic accomplishments. Her, winning 2 Olympic gold medals, her also winning her gold medal the very first year that they had women's boxing in the Olympics, her starting boxing at the age of, I think she was 15 when she started boxing. So her starting her boxing career at the age of 15 and having accomplished things that she's accomplished up until that point. And then at that point, I believe she had become undisputed. She had become undisputed in one of the weight classes when she started, calling herself the GOAT. But I mean the GOAT. But it was an argument. And those of y'all who have been around, you remember I was arguing with the brother Fanon. Shout out to Fanon. I was arguing with Fanon, and we were going back and forth because Fanon was pushing back on Clarissa being the GOAT, and he kept bringing up Cecilia Brækhus. And he was saying, nah, Cecilia Brækhus was the GOAT. Cecilia Brækhus. And we was going back and forth. And I'm like, man, Cecilia Brækhus is cool. She a dog, but she's not doing what Clarissa's doing, merely because Cecilia Brækhus had the longest reign at the time and was on the longest tear and had done a great deal, but it was only in one weight class. And that was my only argument. But I wanted to peel back and slow down and really kind of just do a little brief dive into Cecilia Brækhus as it relates to who she is in the sport of boxing, who she is and what she is in the sport of boxing, because I want y'all to really, truly be informed. Like, I want y'all to really be informed. And I think that also we have to celebrate Cecilia Brækhus. Like, this is a celebration. So today I'm going to give her flowers. I feel like she's a pioneer of modern boxing. She's also known as the First Lady. So Cecilia, the First Lady Brækhus. And I'm thinking, to me, we celebrate and we give so much attention to the BS in the sport of boxing that when we have things that come along like this and like Cecilia Brækhus and what she's done and what she was doing, it didn't get enough attention. It didn't get enough attention. So we're going to give her flowers. And I just want to peel the layers back. You know what I mean? Because we honor and glorify and pay attention to a whole lot of silliness, but we don't give honor and attention to fighters, especially when they do the things right, man. Yeah. So we're going to honor the queen while her legacy still echoes through the ring, period, point blank, in the discussion. And I'm going to say this. I'm sorry with all the boxing pundits, but I'm especially sorry with the Zone, because the Zone actually had a few fight cards on this weekend, 2 of which were female cards, and they did not cover Cecilia Brækhus. They did not cover Cecilia Brækhus. And those of y'all who know. Those of y'all who don't know, I'm going to inform you. I just recently subscribed to the Zone. I had not subscribed to the Zone because I had swore off having a subscription to the Zone because of the way that they played with Deontay Wilder when the inception of the Zone, the way that Eddie Hearn lied and played with Deontay Wilder. So I was not messing with the Zone. Y'all be sure to smash the like button for me and share the video, man. Share the video. Because this stuff has to get out. This has to get out. So I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. The Zone, man, they own. I got them on my. They on the chopping block with me. They're on the chopping block with me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't like this at all. Like I don't like this at all. A lot of the fights we get to see on the Zone is definitely a bonus. But then also there are also a lot of big fights on the Zone too that are pay-per-view and you got to pay for them. You feel me? Which really defeats the whole streaming model and it defeats the premise on which the Zone actually came in the game. So I'm already feeling some kind of way about it. Like I'm not gonna lie to you, but that not covering Cecilia Brækhus and not having her fight this weekend, I wasn't feeling it because I just knew the fight was on the Zone. I knew the fight was on the Zone so tough. I hadn't looked for it nowhere else. Like I didn't even look at it because I just knew it was on the Zone. So what I'm looking for, I wasn't looking for it at all. And then for it to be fight time and I'm looking, Saturday afternoon, I'm trying to find it and I can't find the fight anywhere. It wasn't on the Zone. And they were saying it was on UFC Fight Pass, but I couldn't find it, and I don't have Fight Pass as far as the subscription. But anyway, the Zone, I got y'all under scrutiny as far as I'm concerned. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't nothing to cut the Zone. It ain't nothing to cut the Zone off. Like it ain't nothing for me to cut it off. It ain't nothing for me to cut it off. Cecilia Brækhus, man, she was born in Colombia and she was raised in Norway. So she was raised as a Norwegian. And she's a champion who didn't just win titles, but she changed laws, inspired nations, and she reshaped women's boxing forever. Like she did. She did, man. It's crazy. But she was born in Cartagena, Colombia. My glasses are dirty, so I gotta take them off. In 1981. And she was adopted as a child by Norwegian parents. And she grew up in Norway. She was always athletic. She was driven, and she was in love with the art of boxing, even though the sport was illegal for over 30 years there. So it was illegal for over 30 years in Norway. So imagine that. You understand what I'm saying? Imagine somebody falling in love with something. Salute to my brother Drew Titan in the building. What's up with it, bro? So imagine somebody falling in love with something, right? Training, and it being legal. You understand what I'm saying? Like training in a country that she couldn't even go pro in. Yeah. But it didn't stop her. It fueled her. You know what I'm saying? So by the time she turned professional, and she didn't turn professional until 2007, she already had a decorated amateur background. But what came after that, man, it was just pure history. It was just pure history. So in 2014, Cecilia Brækhus did something that no woman and very few men had ever done. She became the undisputed welterweight champion of the world. And she held the 4 belts. So she had the WBA, WBC, IBF, and WBO, all of those belts simultaneously. She became the undisputed welterweight champion of the world. And y'all know how we are. Y'all know how we are. You know what I'm saying? Because when Terrence Bud Crawford had became undisputed, wasn't he the first undisputed since like Zab Judah? I think he had became the first undisputed, and I'm not even sure I think Zab was undisputed. I think he had became the first undisputed champion since Zab Judah at that time. I can't remember. Y'all correct me in the chat. So, and for, it hadn't been done on the men's side, it hadn't been done on the women's side, but she became the undisputed welterweight champion of the world. And she had all 4 belts simultaneously. And that moment, of course, crowned her the first lady of boxing. And not just in name, but in fact, because she was the first to do it. And then she defended her titles for years. She had to fight abroad, all over the country. Yeah, I think Zab was undisputed. I can't remember, but I think, man, y'all got me, man. Let me pause. Let me see. Let me check. I think Zab was under. Yeah, he was undisputed world champion in 2005 after he defeated Corey Spinks. That's right. When he beat Corey Spinks, he was undisputed. He was undisputed when he beat Corey Spinks. Because I think Corey Spinks was undisputed. Yeah, Corey Spinks became undisputed, and then Zab Judah took undisputed from him. And then after Zab Judah was undisputed, I think the titles got dismantled, and then we didn't have another undisputed champion, if I ain't mistaken. But I think I know Corey Spinks was undisputed as well. But that was in 2005 when they fought. That was when Corey Spinks came to the ring with Nelly and got dismantled. Mm-hmm. Lala D said, "I'm glad to hear that." She said, "Zab, cool as fuck." I'm happy to hear that. Yeah. Zab was undisputed. So, but anyway, so she had to fight, you know what I mean, abroad because boxing was outlawed in Norway. You know what I'm saying? Period. And this is the thing: her success, it forced change. Her global popularity and the influence helped to help lead to the end of Norway's 33-year ban on professional boxing in 2024. So the country had to bring boxing back to Norway because of Cecilia Brækhus in 2014. Rather, I said 24, 2014. Like Norway had banned boxing for 33 years, and because of the first lady of boxing, Norway's own, they actually ended the ban. Yeah. So she didn't just fight the opponents, man. She had to fight systems and the limitations of the systems, you know what I mean, on her boxing career. And I can only imagine what her boxing career would have been if she was able to fight in Norway. You understand what I'm saying? And think about how she would inspire other fighters and other people coming up out of Norway. Like, man, this is crazy. So once again, though, like I said, she wasn't just a champion. She was a blueprint for what women's boxing has become. And if you look at women's boxing, what do you see? You see women getting to it. You see the best fighting the best. You see women looking to become undisputed. Like everybody's in pursuit of being undisputed. Of course, they want. Mahari Nation had to go get his facts. He had to go look at Google and find out that Corey Spinks was undisputed after defeating Ricardo Mayorga. We knew that, bro. But thank you though for your addition, bro. He had to go Google. Appreciate you, Mahari. But what we see in the modern landscape of women's boxing is we see women like actively pursuing undisputed, actively pursuing world championships, like actively pursuing work, like they are actively trying to fight the best. They are actively trying to prove that they are the best. When you look at Clarissa Shields, when you look at Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor, Alicia Baumgartner, when you look at these women who are really truly actively Caroline Dubois, you know what I mean? Like when you look at these women folk, like you see them literally fighting to try to prove that they are the best. And who you think was the architect of that? Especially in the 4-belt era, the dirt gang boss in the building. What's up with you, bro? Cecilia Brækhus. Like she don't like, and that's what I'm saying. Like she doesn't get the flowers for who she actually is and what she's actually done for the sport, man. And it's incredibly unnerving. Like it's incredibly unnerving, man. And her farewell fight, if I'm not mistaken, was actually in Norway. Like, man, that was supposed to get some major coverage, man. Was it in? Yeah, it was in Norway. Fight was actually in Norway. Man. But anyway, so, once again, before Clarissa Shields, Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano, Alicia Baumgartner, Caroline DeBow, before them, like, you had her. Like, you had Cecilia Brækhus, which was, once again, the argument that I was having, and I was going back and forth with Fanon, and I was literally saying that Clarissa Shields was the greatest of all time, was the greatest woman of all time. You know what I mean? And I was familiar with Cecilia Brækhus. I wasn't as familiar as I am now with her, but I still was very familiar with her. But she's a legend, man. She's a legend. And she proved once again that women could actually headline cards, they could sell tickets, and they could command international audiences because this is the stuff that she had done. Like, she had done this. You know what I mean? And her professionalism, her charisma, it literally helped normalize women's boxing in the sport that always treated, women's boxing like a novelty. It's like a sideshow. But nah, and she's a looker. And she's a looker. She's very extremely good looking. She's gorgeous. Like, she's gorgeous. You feel me? We talk all this stuff about, women wanting to see women boxers, wanting to see feminine women and women who were, in tune and in touch with their femininity and stuff like that. But we've been had it with Cecilia Brækhus. People just don't pay attention. You know what I'm saying? People just don't pay attention because we're told what to pay attention to. It's like all last week, people running around here, still talking about Tank Davis. Like, it was more coverage about Tank Davis's purse versus Jake Paul over Cecilia Brækhus. Blood Rush Entertainment says the women competition is lower compared to men, but I do think the women do more quicker than new men boxers. They clear out their whole divisions while some guys be taking safe fights, man. That's a fact, man. Salute to you, bro. Welcome to the platform. I never seen you before. So salute to you. That's a fact, man. But I will say, though, what I will say is what you see now is you see women are taking more competitive fights. So the competition is lower because of the number of women who are actually fighting and who have actually worked to be at the top tier of their divisions, you know what I'm saying, within the sport. But what you also see is the best actually fighting the best in the sport of boxing, unlike men. The men are able to hide and tuck and play politics and do, all these things from a safe space. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like, I think the barrier to entrance is lower. But you also got to realize that women's boxing was added to the Olympics in 2012. I think it was 2012. Yeah, it was only added to the Olympics in 2012. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it's 2012 when women started fighting. Yeah, so at the end of the day, I don't know. We'll see. Lala D said, man, hold on. Mari said, Lala D, you can't tell me anything about keyboard warrior nonsense when you have never shown your face or made an appearance at any LDBC events. Please, lady. That's what I'm talking about, Mahari. Don't let her off the hook. Yeah, don't let her off the hook. Dirt Gang said, because most people don't know ish about boxing. Lala D said, Mahari, I can't argue with that, but we'll meet in June. NYC is my city. You're not from NYC. I thought you was from, are you from NYC or are you from New England? That's a huge conflict. But yeah, let me see. But once again, she broke barriers, man. She broke barriers in marketing, broadcasting, and athletic excellence. It ain't no fight. It ain't no fight about that. And she also won multiple she also has multiple Guinness World Records for her longevity as champion, defending titles longer than anyone else in the history of the sport. Like, she did work, man. She did work. 37 wins, 9 by KO, 2 losses, and 1 draw. Yeah. Wins over Erica Farias, Ivana Hazabin, Sophie Mathis, her win that she just had. Man, she's nice. And her stylistically, you know what I mean? Stylistically. very technical, very disciplined, very methodical. She's a chess player with gloves on, man. Like she's a monster. You know what I'm saying? Her jab is just beautiful. It's just her jab is beautiful and poetic, man, and rhythmic. You know what I mean? And her defense is like it's brilliance, but it's subtle. Like it's like subtle brilliance. Her ability to jab, work off her jab, control the distance. Like y'all gotta go watch her fights. That's all I'm gonna say. Go YouTube her fights and go see. Cecilia Brækhus is something. She's something different, man. She's something different. And she, of course, had, you know, a tremendous ring IQ. Yeah. Yeah. And so, of course, later in her career and on her way out the door, she captured and became at 44 years of age, which was, you know, as of Saturday, she Saturday she won the titles and she became unified, capturing the WBC and the WBO titles at super welterweight and retiring on top as a 2-weight division world champion. But her whole career she had at welterweight until her last few fights. Yeah. Like, and then you can talk, when you're looking at her career though, and this is the stuff that I'm saying, because we spend all this time talking about these people, right? But let's be real though, like on some real, let's be real. Just for a minute, let's be real. What are these people's legacy on the sport of boxing gonna be? You feel me? Like, what is your legacy? What are their legacies in the sport of boxing gonna be? Like Tank, for instance. And I'm just bringing up Tank because he's getting a lot of clicks, a lot of ink, a lot of people paying a lot of attention to Tank right now. What's Tank's legacy on the sport of boxing really gonna be? You feel me? Like, what's his legacy really gonna be in the sport of boxing? Like Ryan Garcia. You feel me? Like, what are these dudes' legacy really gonna be? She has a legacy where she literally forced the sport of boxing to grow up. Like, she forced the sport of boxing to grow up, and she made a country end a 33-year ban. Do you understand something that's been in place for 33 years? Like them sort of laws are just there. They just gonna be there. You understand? And then she also paved the way, regardless of people acknowledging it or not, she paved the way for Carissa Shields, Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano. She paved the way for these women. Yeah, she paved the way. Dirt Game Boss said Ryan's legacy is he a junkie and a cheater, and not a punch junkie either. He just a junkie, just a regular junkie. And then she did it, like, she did it so elegantly and so beautifully, and she did it so in such a feminine fashion. You know what I mean? In this boxing realm where, you know, femininity goes out the window. You know, women aren't looked at as women when they actually box. And then you look at her and you're like, damn, that's a woman. And she fine. You know what I'm saying? That's a fine woman. So even though she retired, man, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. Even though she retired, like, she remains one of the most influential figures in the sport of boxing. Like, I don't care what nobody say. And she's literally, like, you know, of course, you know, she's spearheaded and opened up the sport, giving opportunities for Clarissa to take it to the next level. You feel me? But at the end of the day, like, all of this women's boxing stuff is made possible by the work of Cecilia Brækhus. Just so that we clear. Yeah, just so that we clear, man. It's all made possible by Cecilia Brækhus. So salute to her, man, and salute to the queen. And I'll encourage you all to go check her out if you haven't done so. All right, let's open it up. Yeah, let's open it up. What y'all want to talk about with regard to the sport of boxing, huh? What y'all want to talk about? Yeah, what y'all want to talk about? Let me see. Watch this. Do something I don't do something I don't never do. Do something I don't never do. I hate this too. Yeah, y'all come on up, man. Y'all come on up. Anybody want to come up here and talk? What y'all really think? Y'all want to talk about Boots? Their game ball said, let's get into some gangster-ish. Let's get to it. I've been giving Boots a break, man. I'm mad at Boots. I love Boots, and I'm mad at him. Y'all mad at Boots. Yeah. Say, talk about Boots Angolian opponent. Man, I'm mad at Boots, man. Yeah, I'm mad at him, man. I'm gonna keep it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it G. You know what I mean? Because I keep my criticism because I get the opportunity to talk to fighters, in person. You feel me? I knew Mahari was gonna be the first one up here. I keep it G, man. Because I didn't mean to do that.
What's happening, Junior?
What's up with it, bro? How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling pretty good, bro. This is a rarity to have you open up the panel
I
and let
don't
us
ever
speak.
do it.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't never do it, bro. What's up with it, man? You all right, bro?
Oh, I'm chilling, man. I'm feeling pretty good. I've had to already discipline Lala D for her foolishness because she tried to think like so she can try to go out there and call me a Google warrior, but she's the same person
Ooh.
never pulled up to no LBBC event in her entire life. Woman, I've
Mm-hmm.
already done it for the last 2 consecutive years. I've shown my face to JuniorTheTruth, to 78, Drew Titan, Brett Fox, Joseph Townsend, Trill Will, Cadillac Grade,
Mm-hmm.
503
Tell me.
Line, already to
Tell me.
Tay Brown. All right? So,
Mm-hmm.
and also Queen 71, who does a great job organizing the events. Salute to Queen
Mm-hmm.
71. She is the pioneer when it comes to organizing events. But Lara D, don't tell me anything until you actually show your face and pull up. No more excuses. We've known you for a long time. We still love you though, but we ain't for the bullshit. But if you
We might
don't
have to
pull
start
up,
our campaign. Go ahead, bro.
damn, you may have to. But anyway, let me just say this though, real quick though.
Hold
I'm
on. Let
very,
me
very
ask you.
disappointed.
Hold
Yes,
on, bro.
sir.
Hold on. Before you get in that, let me ask this because you said you disciplined her. So let me ask though. Do you think maybe Lala D don't show up because she might be a boy?
I'm starting to believe so, sir. You know what though? I'm starting to believe that. She got to prove us wrong. She I'm just saying, bro, she might have to prove us
Yeah,
wrong. I'm just
man.
saying.
Yeah, because she sent me. I seen a picture of her. She ain't show nothing but her mouth, man, and her chin looked a little masculine, man. I think I seen a little strong jawline, man. Yeah, she might be a dude, man. We might have to get that campaign back jumping, man. Yeah,
Oh
we might
yeah,
have to
most
start.
definitely.
Yeah, Lala stands for Lionel. Her name Lionel. Yeah, man. That's Lion. Go ahead though. Go ahead.
Oh
Let me hear
yeah.
your thoughts, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say real quick, with Boost Ennis, bro, I'm very, very disappointed in the man. He's given me the Demetrius Andrade vibes. And you know what I'm saying? Because the thing is though, bro, like with Demetrius Andrade, bro, we knew how talented he was, but there were times where a lot of boxers didn't give him opportunities, but then at the same time he declined opportunities to elevate himself too. So my 2 cents on Bruce Ennis, man, he better start stepping things up a bit more, man, because the narrative on him's not looking real good right now. And the worst part is he giving me Tank Davis vibes. He giving me that vibes right now, man. I really, really like Boots, bro. I think he's the goods, but he's giving me them vibes, man. It's not looking good, man. He need to show. He need to. He need to prove us wrong. I want him to prove us wrong and show what he can do at 154 to 160. And if he don't, I'm telling you, man, we gonna. If you think what we did, we think that what happened to Tank Davis is bad. I'm just
Man,
saying.
I can't put the tank jacket on him, and I'm gonna tell you why, bro. Other than that, I
Go
agree
ahead.
with what you're saying. He got to stand on this win, bro. He got to stand on this win. And
Yes, he did.
Stanionis is one of them ones in his division, another champion. He got to Stanionis win, bro. A lot of the moves that he does is definitely, achy breaky. I agree with that 100%. But he got that Stanionis win, man. That Stanionis that was tough. And the way he did it was tough, bro. It was tough. But other than that, I'm riding with you. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I was the one that when he was talking about trying to be undisputed at 147, I was the one that was saying he needed to move up and put himself in the 154 mix. Because see where we at right now, we could already have 3 or 4 fights at 154. You see what I'm saying? We could be getting Boots versus Fundora instead of Keith Thurman. But Boots not, getting in the mix at 154 has allowed people to start paying attention to Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? It's allowed some of this other stuff to go on. And I wanted Boots when as soon as Terrence Crawford moved to 154, I felt like Boots should have been on his heels.
Mm-hmm.
And then think of what Boots could have done as far as in the eyes of the media, right? Because Bud Crawford moved to 54, and then he went from 54 to 68. Boots could have been on there campaigning. He could have been campaigning like, man, Bud go to 54, I go to 54, he jumped to 68 running for me, regardless if it's true or not. You know what I'm saying? It's an opportunity for him to promote himself, and it looks good. But that staying at 147 and then not taking the best fights, and then we got the stuff that's going on with it. I just don't like it. Bro. I don't like it a bit.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he's giving me Demetrius Andrade vibes. I'm just telling you, bro. It don't look good for Bruce Ennis' career. He needs to step up and fight. Outside of Stanionis, he needs to step up and fight some of his top contenders to really elevate himself. And like what you said, he could have used, the narrative of Terrence Crawford moving up from 154 all the way up to 168 to promote himself and show that he's really the goods, but he had not done that. So I'm very, very disappointed in Bruce Ennis. I expected more from him, but there is some time, but as we know, time is not your best friend, especially in boxing, because those opportunities don't come around a lot. And if you don't take advantage of those opportunities, you're going to go down as one of those great what-if stories in boxing, or about boxers who didn't take advantage of their opportunities or didn't try to push themselves, for to be great. That's how I look at it. So, but one thing though, I gotta get after Joseph Townsend and his stupid little immigrant hating behind Joseph Townsend. Joseph Townsend. We pulled up in Vegas and we out there chilling, having a good time. And all you say here is, "Oh, look at these immigrants are so bold, man." First of all, U.S. citizen. How many times? See, y'all keep getting this perception like, "Oh, I'm just an immigrant, man." Y'all don't know what I'm talking. First of all, I'm a U.S. citizen. I've grown up around black people. I know what y'all about. Don't pretend like I don't. I do. And secondly, Joseph Townsend, I tried out your Kentucky bourbon. It is exquisite. It is amazing. I could have shitted all over it in Vegas, but I did not do that because I wanted to give you the proper respect. Now, don't make me change my thoughts when you start talking greasy in the chat and we start talking greasy. Got it?
Yeah, that's
all right, Joseph Townsend. Still love you, Joseph Townsend, but I gotta check you a little bit. You know what I mean? I still love you, brother.
Salute to my brother Joseph Townsend, Big Joe Townsend, and the Old Hillside Bourbon Company, man. Salute to the family, man. Yes, indeed. Salute to the family. So let me ask you this then, bro. While you in here, what does Boots got to do to make you a believer?
He's got to fight his contemporaries. If he starts taking some of those belts at 160, then he can make me a believer. Because here's a very good thing.
160 or 154? 154.
Oh, 154. I'm sorry. Thank you for clearing that up. Thank you for clearing that up. If he starts taking some of those belts at 154, and hell, if he becomes undisputed at 154, cleans out that division, then guess what? This actually grows his stock even further. Then you move up to 160, you do the same thing. You know what I mean? Clean up your side of the street at 154, and then move up to 160 and do the same thing. Push yourself. Face against some of those top contemporaries that will challenge your skill set and challenge your valor and determination. And then basically you'll get the fans supporting you. Listen, the fans will support you if you fight against the best. And even if you fall short, the fact that you fought against the best and you gave your best effort, fans will respect you in the long run than they do in the short term. But the problem with boxing today is these boxers are short-sighted. They only think about the short-term goals or try to get what's hot, instead of understanding what people will look at you 10 years, 20 years from now. So I would love to see Boots, clean up 154, become undisputed there, and then go up to 160, do the same thing. Fulfill your destiny of greatness. Because I think he can do it. But it's up to him if he wants to achieve it or not.
Man, I don't know, man. I'm gonna tell you, man, he gotta show me a 54, bro. Like he gotta show me a 54. And we got, it's a lot of different champions. The belts are all over the place. I don't like that him versus Virgil Ortiz conversation. However it went, I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? But you got, man, come on, man. You got Xander Zayas, you got Sebastian Fundora, you got Virgil Ortiz, you got background Merzidi. I can't say his name. You got, what I'm talking about, the IBF champion. You got him.
Yeah.
Man, you got man, I'm telling you, man, it's some you got some medicine, man. You got some smoke at 54. And so I need to see it, bro. And I ain't gonna lie to you, Lima's not gonna get it, bro. Like Lima's not gonna get it done. And Boots is 34-0 right now, bro, with 30 knockouts. We are beyond the Lima fights. Lima got 15 fights, man. He got 15 professional fights. He's 14-1, and he got a loss by some dude in the UK that we never heard of, Aaron McKenna. Well, I've never heard of Aaron McKenna. Yeah, I have. But he lost to Aaron McKenna in the UK. You know what I'm saying? Like in the UK. Like, bro, and he's Irish. The kid's Irish. He's Irish. He's 20-0, but he's an Irish kid. He got that loss, man. So this is not, Boots is beyond this fight, man. Boots is beyond. Like where we at right now, he is beyond. At this fight, this is and Lala D, this is a fact. We should be having Boots versus Erickson Lubin. Talk dirty to me. We should have a Boots versus Erickson Lubin fight. You understand?
Yeah,
like if you walking, if you slow walking, give me that Boots versus Erickson Lubin fight. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good fight right there. Yep.
Call in Brandon Adams. Fight Brandon Adams. He's still in the rankings at 154. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. But this we beyond. We beyond. And it's a lot of, and the thing that I see at the 154-pound division is I see there's a lot of inexperience, but there's a lot of these kids are going to be hungry. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be hungry, and it's going to be very, very competitive when I look at the rankings. So he got to come on with it, man. And I don't. And this fight this ain't it, bro. He's 35. This is his 35th fight. Like, this is the thing I keep coming back to. This is his 35th fight. Like, this is his 35th fight, bro. So nah, man, we gotta see. Man, we gotta see.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, but I'm extremely disappointed. But all right, man, tell the people how they can follow you, bro.
I was just about to say, y'all can find me right here on YouTube, Mahari Nation Sports Podcast. And for all y'all haters in the back, y'all don't want none of this. You understand? Y'all don't want none of this. And more importantly, to all the haters out there, y'all better keep y'all mouth shut, because we still hear y'all. That's why we bringing up all the smoke in these streets. You understand? To all my haters out there, my brothers and sisters, I love y'all. But I'm always gonna check you if you're on some BS, aka Joseph Townsend. You know how it is, brother. All right, Junior, peace.
All right, bro. In a minute, bro. Hey, man, bro. Bro pulled out that weapon of mass destruction. Them fingers. So yeah, I'm not. So it's not really, like, once again, it ain't no knock on Boots, and it ain't no knock on. Well, it is a knock on him. You know what I mean? Because I feel like Boots is beyond. He's at a different level, and I think that he's a different level fighter. It's the same thing with Gervonta Davis. You know what I mean? Similarly, because I think Gervonta Davis is on another level, and he's just refusing to get in there versus his contemporaries. You know what I mean? And we have, and this will be a show that I'm gonna do this week, and I ain't even gonna say it because somebody will try to steal it, try to hurry up and beat me to it. You know what I mean? But this is a problem when the best fighters of these eras don't fight one another, and they get out of these eras like unscathed. Like, that's a problem. Like, that's a problem. That doesn't bode over well for the sport of boxing, man. Honestly speaking, and it doesn't put the sport in a good space. Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't. So, that's all I'm gonna say about that. You know what I mean? As far as Boots though, man, I'm not checking for this fight, man, to be honest with you. I'm always excited to see him compete because I feel like he's one of the best fighters of this era. But this level of competition and this fight, this ain't it, man. Like, this ain't it. This ain't it. That's all I got. Like this ain't it. You know what I mean? And I don't even know like I literally don't know what to say about it. Except for I just keep coming back to it, like this ain't it, man. Yeah, this ain't it. And this is I'm not, and it makes me, and I'm looking at, like I'm not lying to you. I'm looking at everything, man. I'm looking at Boots. I'm looking at a Matchroom. Like I'm looking at these folks, like, man, this is craziness to me. You know what I mean? This is kind of crazy to me. Yeah, this is kind of crazy to me. Oh, they got boxing tonight on YouTube over in Russia. I don't even know who them folks are, but I'm gonna tune in and check them out. Let me see. And then you got Boots versus Lima. You got Vianello's on that undercard. I definitely want to watch Vianello fight. Then you got Makhmadov versus Allen on the undercard too. So you got some heavyweight action on there, and they fighting in Philly too. And this is the crazy thing, y'all. I had said too that I was going to Boots fight when he fought in Philly again, right? And this is my secret. When I find out these fighters are Ben Whitaker's on the undercard, Ben Whitaker just signed the Matchroom this morning. So when I found out Boots was fighting in Philly again, I'm like, all right, I owe them a pull-up because I done ran into Boots and I done ran into his dad them in Atlanta at the OTX fight card because all of my a lot of my, my OTX fighters fight out of Boots, out of Bosey's gym, Coach Bosey's gym. And so I'm like, man, I owe them to pull up because I always chop it up with them when I see them in Atlanta. Always respectful and everything. So I said, man, I got to pull up on them when I see them, when they fight in Philly again. So they announced that he was going to be fighting in Philly, and I had got the dates for the fight before I knew the opponent in Philly. So I'm like, bet. Let me go ahead on and schedule and book my room and stuff so I can get to Philly. Boom, be straight, yada, yada, yada. Man, I got wind of the opponent and figured out who the opponent was. And I'm like, man, I canceled my hotel reservation, man. Like, I ain't gonna be able to do that, bro. Like, I ain't finna be able to do that, bro. Like, I ain't finna be able to do that at all, man. Like, nah, bro. Nah, I got to keep my little coins, man. You feel me? I got to keep my little coins. I got to hold on to my money, man. I got to hold on to my bread. To go see him fight Usima Lima from Angola? Nah, man, I got to hold on to my bread. You know what I mean? Respectfully, of course. Like when I look at Lima's record, I don't see anybody on there that I know. Like I said, I've seen the Aaron McKenna kid. That's the kid he lost to. I've seen him before. That's it. Like I don't know anybody on his record. Like I don't know anybody. And this is who Boots, like our fighter, one of our fighters of a generation. Big Red ATX, what's up with you, homie? One of our fighters of a generation. That's who he's fighting. Like that's where we are in the sport of boxing. Nah, man, I'm not going. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I think Boots owe to the board, man. And and I understand, him having a, maybe needing to shake back, wanting to shake some cobwebs off or something. You feel me? He ain't been in the fight since the Stanionis fight. The Stanionis fight was so, easy in my opinion. It made it look so easy anyway. But that was in April, so maybe he wanted to just, step back and shake something loose or something. I don't know. But I just think it was some other people, other names he could have fought. Like he could have gave me a Banana J Rosario fight. I'd have took that. I'd have took a Banana J Rosario fight over that, bro. Is Rosario anywhere? I don't see him in the rankings nowhere. Yeah, I could have, like I said, he could have gave me an Erickson Lubin, could have gave me a Tim Sue, hell, Charles Conwell. Like he could have gave me some. I think Conwell trained with them, if I ain't mistaken. I think he down there training with them. But anyway, yeah, this ain't it, man. So he owed to the board, man, and I got to see something. Yeah, I got to see something. What else y'all want to hear me talk about? What else y'all want to talk about? Y'all want me to talk about Tank? Like that's a dirty word. Y'all want me to talk about Y'all want to hear y'all want to hear my real thoughts? The War Report. What's up with you, homie? Salute to you, bro. My real thoughts on Tank Davis and the Tank Davis versus Jake Paul. You know, we always had this kind of this leave Tank alone energy in the sport of boxing. We've always had it, you know what I mean, or whatnot. It always kind of leave Tank alone. I think it's time for us to really leave Tank alone, man. Like I think we need to, and I'm a fan. I am a fan of Tank Davis. So like I look at people sideways. I look at people sideways when they you know, actually just vilify and demonize Tank fans, because I'm a fan of Tank Davis. Like I am a true fan of Tank Davis, man. I like Gervonta Davis a whole lot. I'm a fan of his. But at the end of the day, like this, you know, it's time to leave him alone, man. Like, dude really don't want to be, he really doesn't want to be one of those ones. Like he don't want to be one of those guys. And so I think it's time to just let him be what he wants to be. You know, he got into the sport to do whatever it is that he was trying to do. I think it's time to let him do what he does. I really do. And I know that how can I say this, man? I know we want more for him, and we want these fighters to do these things, you know what I'm saying? And we want fighters to dance to the beat of our drums and all of that kind of stuff, man. But at the end of the day, man, Tank is hell bent on doing what Tank is gonna do, and that's just that. So I really think we gotta let that be. I'm trying to look for it now. I can't see it, bro. And I'm trying to get on. Ah, man, come on. Be about it, Farns. You about to pull me into my foolishness, man. I'm trying to chill. I haven't seen Top Rank's upcoming schedule, bro. I need to look at it. Shoot me a link where I can find it, bro, because I can't see it on the internet. And Top Rank site, they won't let me on Top Rank Boxing. Let me see if I can get it from my cell phone. It might be. I'm in my office, and I can't get it. Let me see here. Hey, bro, I just literally went over there to try to find. I literally just went over there and tried to find it, bro. Like literally. I literally just went over there trying to find it, bro. You sick, man. Ah, man. I think we should just leave Tank alone. Like let him do what he gonna do. Let him get through this Jake Paul situation and let him figure out what he's gonna do. If he's, you know, we can, like I told y'all, you heard it here first, he's gonna sign with Jake Paul and them if he continues to box. If he doesn't, then he's just gonna stop there. Either way the cut go, man. I think we should just leave Tank, just leave him alone, man. Just leave him alone. Yeah. And that's just it, man. You know what I mean? My brother B About a Foreign said, hey, man, Thurman versus Fedor is on pay-per-view, and it's $75, bro. And it's $75, bro. And it's $75, man. Let me go see if toprank.com is available. Let me stop being messy. I should go buy toprank.com because I'm gonna check when I get home. It better not be available. We're gonna get into some. Hey, y'all better have my back too. Y'all better have my back when they try to go to war. Y'all better, and they're gonna really try to get into some gangster shit too. Y'all better have my back. Brent Fox said, really leave Tank alone. Yeah, like leave him alone, man. Leave Tank alone, there. Leave him alone. Yeah, just leave him alone, man. He said the stars originated from Rick Glazer. So we just kind of got to see. Be About a Farms PBC bugging it in a real way, bro. Because I don't even know. I don't even know who on that undercard, man. Is let me see. Man, y'all making me do some work, man. I wasn't trying to do all this work, and I wasn't trying to laugh. I wasn't trying to laugh, bro. Let me see the fight card. Who all on the what other fights on the card? Oh yeah, Ashaki versus Cool Boy Steph. Yeah, that's gonna be good. Jesse Ramos versus or Jesus Ramos versus Shane Mosley Jr. and Isaac Lucero versus Roberto Valenzuela Jr. and Frank Martin versus Francis Bartholomew. That's gonna be a good one. I don't know why that's down so low on the card. PBC is tripping, bro. It should be that one. That Frank Martin versus Bartholomew should be up. That should be right before Oshaki versus Steve Full. The PBC needs some help, man. They on the way out the door. They need some help. They need some help, y'all. But this ain't no $75 card though. I'm sorry. 75, man. You got to have Benavidez on there, Fondura, Keith Thurman. Like you gotta have, they had to pull out all stops. $75 is a lot of money, man. Yeah, it's a lot of money. Yeah, Top Rank's shopping for us, still shopping for a new TV deal. And y'all leave Tank alone. That's what I'm. That's all you're gonna hear from me. Oh, Lala D said, "Oh, SHIT Oshaki versus Cool Boy. I don't know who to pick. Pick Prince Albert Bell. Pick Prince Albert Bell." Nah, yeah. Oh, man. Top Ranks. That I'm telling you is cooked because what these networks are. I mean, what these outfits are doing, bro. Listen to me. You know when you spray an insect, like when you spray a bug, like a water bug or a roach or something, and you get raid and you spray them, and you know they're fighting and fighting and fighting for their life, and then when they get down to the last little bit, they get that violent twitch with their legs, and it's that violent twitch with their legs before it's time for them to go. That's what Top Rank is doing. This is Top Rank's violent little twitch with their legs. This is PBC. This is their violent little twitch with their legs. The biggest star for the PBC is fighting on Jake Paul on Netflix. Last little twitch. This is the turkey takeover. You feel me? Top Rank don't want to come all the way in. They still want to try to keep their little independence. You understand what I'm talking about? Like they a hoe that want to, like it's a woman that she want to come in and she want to be chose, but she still want to do bald head hoe shit. Does that make sense? I'm trying to talk so it makes sense to your common mind. You feel me? Like she want to be chose, but she still want to get out here and, twerk in public and, still do a little bit of the bald head rat, the hood rat things with her friends. You feel me? That's what Top Rank is. They want to come in. They know it's good over there. It's nice. It's warm. It's food over there. The Wi-Fi work good. Like they want to go over there, but they still want to maintain their independence on the cool. They still want to be out here in these streets, if you will. And that's where Top Rank is, but it's not going to work. You feel me? Because when Top Rank come on in, they're going to be right over there on the Zuffa network with everybody else. So Bob is trying, it's the last ditch effort. You feel me? And they trying to figure a way out of this and hold on and see if they can strike up a deal with Stars or see if they can come up with something with Amazon or can they get their own deal with Netflix and, whatever the case may be. Because they also understand not only because you relinquish control of the sport. When you start working like Turkey and them, it's at the point now where you're going to relinquish your control. Like you can't control nothing. You can't control nothing. Think about it. They're telling you that they're about to run their play and they're not even acknowledging any other sanctioning bodies. Think about that. They're not acknowledging any other sanctioning bodies. takeover. You feel me? They telling you what they gonna do and how they gonna do it, and you got to deal with it. Yeah. Money gone, be about a farms. Everybody inactive. Money gone. Money gone, except for it if you're over there working with Turkey. And Daniel Kenny, money gone. Money gone, man. Money gone, man. Money gone. This is what happens, man, when you BS and you put out subpar products. Somebody comes along and they put on a better product and they got bigger fights and bigger cards, bigger paydays for the fighters, better cards, and they're not pay-per-view. They're not all of them. They're not all pay-per-view. Like, hey, man. I'm laughing to keep from crying because it's sad, man. Like, it's sad that in a minute, the biggest fights in the sport are not going to be on American soil. I told y'all last week, and if you didn't watch the show last week, go watch it. It's time to choose up, baby. It's time to choose up. Do I still have a thumbnail up here? I don't think I had a thumbnail up here no more. Nah, it's time to choose up. You got to choose. But that's where we at in the sport, man. Like, that's it. Man, I done went over an hour. Y'all didn't tell me I went over an hour. Y'all got me in here talking about boxing, and I done went over an hour, man. I got to slide. Blood Rush Entertainment says PBC has more amount of big names, talent signed to them. I think they hold more leverage than Top Rank. I think their product is stronger currently. So Turkey beats out Golden Boy and Top Rank. PBC is you said, are you saying they through or they tough? I don't think. I think talent wise of everybody that's left to be that's independent, because PBC got more big names, but they all inactive. So there's really no real, we can't really say that they're signed to anybody because they're inactive. And then when we do see them, the PBC fighters pop up and fight outside of, Thurman and Fandora, what we're about to see. But when we do see these other PBC fighters pop up to fight, David Benavidez, he's fighting somewhere else. He's fighting with Riyadh season. We just seen, who was that we just seen? We see Gary Antoine Russell about to fight. He's fighting on Jake Paul undercard. Tank Davis is fighting. He's fighting with Jake Paul. Like, all the big names at the PBC are popping up and they're fighting with somebody else, or they're inactive. Errol Spence, Danny Garcia, they're inactive. Adrian Broner left. He's going through what he's going through. Showtime Sean Porter retired. Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder is moving around independently. You feel me? So PBC, man, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I honestly think it's a wash for everybody. I think it's choosing time. I really, truly do. And I think that people are either going to choose Jake Paul or they're going to choose Turk Al-Sheep. But what I will tell you, watch and see how this Jake Paul versus Tank Davis situation pans out. And if it pans out like I think it's going to pan out, then you're going to see PBC probably merge with MVP Promotions, or you become absorbed, or whatever they're going to do with that brand. But you'll see those fighters migrate from PBC standalone to working with MVP Promotions, and they'll be doing some sort of collaboration. So, they'll be signed to MVP Promotions, or MVP Promotions will be the primary promoter for PBC, but the fighters will be advised by PBC and Al Hain and so on and so forth. It'll be something like that. Because once Tank signs with MVP Promotions, everybody else is going to fold, and they're going to go over there, because the only hope for American boxing is Jake Paul, whether people want to say it or not. Period. Queen 71, what's up with it, baby? She said Top Rank PBC on life support. Easy money. Easy money. The War Report says Matchroom cut a deal with Rock Nation to help with their North American visibility. But yeah, they did that. But it's Matchroom is so typical, man, of the culture over there. They're like They're like 10 years behind with North American culture, bro. Like, it's crazy. They're like 10 years behind. They're like 10 years behind, bro. Cutting the deal with Rock Nation, you're like 10 years behind. You feel me? If they, if they really wanted to do something, you know what they would have done? Watch this, the War Report. Y'all, I don't think y'all ready for this, man. I don't think y'all ready. I don't think y'all ready for this. I don't think nobody ready for this. But this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give it to y'all, right? I'm gonna give it to y'all. Or let me hear what y'all think. And see, this is why you can't, you gotta come when you want some real news you can use, you gotta come over here and get it. If Matchroom Boxing really truly wanted to captivate the American market and they wanted to do something polarizing, what should they do? What should they do, y'all? Let me see. Let me see my punch junkies. What should they do? Because when I say this, y'all gonna lose y'all minds, and then I'm gonna pull the plug on the show. Because when I say this to y'all gonna lose your minds. Then I'm gonna pull the plug on the show. If Matchroom Boxing, if Eddie Hearn wanted to really make a splash in the American sports market, signing with Rock Nation was not it. Signing with Rock Nation was not it. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Y'all not gonna be feeling me. Y'all not gonna be feeling this. But I'm gonna tell y'all. Y'all know what he's. I don't even want to say it, man. I don't even want to say it because it's too much. It's too much game, and I'll be dropping too much game on the ground. Blood Rush Entertainment said, "I think you're right for American boxing. Jake Paul, I like his boxing cards and undercards. I separate him as a boxer versus promoter. Promoter Jake, I think, could be the best in America or become that. He is the best in America right now, bro. And Jake Paul does what Floyd Mayweather wasn't able to do, which is to really truly use his likeness and make everybody around him wealthy. He's made his fighters wealthy using his likeness." Brent Fox said, "Don't tell me Don King." Nope. You wouldn't, y'all not gonna ever guess. I ain't gonna tell you Don King, but I'm gonna tell you what DAZN should do. Or not DAZN, excuse me. Matchroom Boxing with DAZN, in conjunction with DAZN, in conjunction with, Turk Al-Sheikh, Riyadh season, whatever. If Matchroom Boxing wanted to make a splash in the American sports market, instead of signing with Rock Nation, they would have. Because think about it, bro. Rock Nation boxing, we've did it before. Like we've had this. It's been around. Nothing has come of that. They would have orchestrated and pinned and worked a deal with. I don't even want to tell y'all this because I don't want to put it in the atmosphere. But I'm gonna say it, man. If they really wanted to do something, they would have orchestrated a deal with Rich Paul over at Clutch Sports. They will orchestrate a deal with Clutch Sports, Rich Paul, and they will captivate and polarize the American sports market. Y'all welcome. Nobody would see that coming, bro. And that would polarize sports globally, bro. That would polarize sports globally, and they would be the hottest thing on American soil, bro. They would be the hottest thing on American soil if they pinned, orchestrated, and signed a deal with Clutch Sports, aka Rich Paul, for boxing. If they wanted to control and make a splash, a for real splash, and they really wanted to do something in the American market, they wouldn't play with it. They wouldn't be trying to do something with rock sports and all of this playing around. They wouldn't be bringing Anthony Joshua out here and having him somewhere on the West Coast with a do-rag on in South Central. Like, they wouldn't do that, man. They wouldn't do that. They would orchestrate, pin a deal with Rich Paul over at Clutch Sports, and it would change the game in the sport of boxing in America forever.
Ghetto baby, I seen pistol play and cage airing like when white bitches don't get their way. Pull up with that whip appeal, look like baby face. Guerrilla warfare, what a motherfucker bathing age. Never falling off, I live my life on the edge. Telling lies on the real, they don't believe what you're saying. I ain't never complained, I ain't never was scared. Look here, bitch, it ain't no buts about my last piece of bread. Camoed out, grew up on them niggas from the know you. Funny how they lose themselves when they can't control you. Here's a 50 slab, cause the game is out of order. Make me kill a nigga career just to meet my quota. Hold up, none you rap niggas want it. I got remnants of Biggie, I was never Lil' Homie.